Okay, it is launch day. Warhammer Rogue Trader just went live a few minutes ago. We have opened it for the very first time. New game. We as developers are always striving to improve our work. To do this, we need info that we can only get from you by sending game stats and bugs. Yeah, that's fine. Go for it. Okay, main story. To take up the mantle of the Rogue Trader, the scion of an ancient dynasty of daring privateers that reign over their trade protectorate and explore the fringes of the known galaxy. Darkness looms over the bloodline of von Valancius as it faces multiple threats, from within its own ranks and without, as countless enemies seek to destroy the most daring and brave agents of humanity. It is up to you to hold the reins of the shattered protectorate and forge a new path for the von Valancius dynasty, currently finding itself in a vortex of wars, intrigues, calamities, and heresy. The stakes are high and rise even higher as you cross paths with terrifyingly powerful and ambitious adversaries.
And I'm proud of it.
In the darkness of the Coronis Expanse. So we got like a Marine here. We got, looks like a Sister of Battle. I'm guessing that's a Psyker. I'm not sure I know what those three are. All right, continue. Difficulty. No. Maybe hard difficulty? Let's see, what is the difference? Enemy unit dodge modifier, half cover hit bonus, party momentum gain modifier, minimum damage to enemies after reduction from armor deflection is 0. Max duration for crowd control effects on party, number of rounds. Can you move those sliders? Probably. Skill test difficulty modifier, enemy wounds modifier, damage dealt to player's party after subtracting all modifiers. Is there friendly fire? That's the main thing I need to know. I'm guessing probably, because it's like a Pathfinder game. Alright. Let's try hard difficulty. I'm a gamer. Choosing this difficulty is not recommended for players not familiar with Rogue Trader, as well as its implementation of the game. Can you confirm? Yeah, I'm an idiot. Let's go. Hakata. Barhardor. Darius. Muck wants to get punched? Yeah, I'm a Harbinger main. I like hurting myself. Custom character. Create your own Rogue Trader from scratch. The possibilities are endless when it comes to customizing your character and choosing their homeworld, gender, and background. Oh my god, endless genders. You can also choose from a wide variety of abilities and skills such as combat, social, and technical. These abilities and skills determine how your character interacts with the world and what kind of challenges they can overcome. Finally, choose your character's archetype. Each archetype offers its own unique set of opportunities and challenges, so choose wisely. With all of these customization options at your fingertips, you can create a Rogue Trader that is truly one of a kind and embark on an adventure unlike any other in the world of Warhammer 40k. Let's see. Appearance. Alright. Yes. This is exactly how I look when I take my shirt off. Except for the fact that we're not currently blinded. Dang, boy, he thick! Get the twig. Face. He looks very alarmed. Well, you are covered in scars no matter what, aren't you? He's always scarred. Psycho faces, yeah. Skin tone. Pasty paste. Hair. What do we got? I am Von Snuffles. I have rogue trades. I need your finest trades. My trades are too strong for you, traveler. Fabio here. Mug Von Luck. Oh god, that's great. Oh man, it's Asmongold in 2 more years. Me in 3. Let's see. Let's just do the pullback. Hair color is fine. Eyebrows? We have an eyebrow setting? Just no eyebrows. Super evil eyebrows. I just need a goatee to go with this. There we go. Tattoos. The Emperor stamp right on my forehead. Oh, the eyeshadow. Yes. The night is dark and the night is glorious. Zombie stitches. Wait, that's a tattoo? That's a mole. Like, I want a mole so bad, I'm gonna get it tattooed on me. Let's do that. Alright, augmentations. What? Oh, it's like metal? Wasn't expecting this. Just golden dome. Jaw thing. Yeah, I actually have 2 scars along the underside of my jaw, IRL.
Hey, look,
So,
it's the tree of birds. How are you?
The jaw damage speaks to me.
Excellence matters.
We have purified the battlefield of the enemy's taint.
Success is the only outcome I accept.
Blood and mayhem shall be our anthem. Let chaos paint the stars red. Empyrean, take this sacrifice.
What curiosity unveils itself before me? Death's hand reaches for me. Watch this spectacle unfold! Applaud my brilliance.
Oh, wait, I didn't do portrait.
Curiosity unveils itself.
This is my
before me.
portrait. Did some of these options. What? I think that'll be fun. Let's see. What is this? Death World. Oh, Homeworld. Death World. On Death Worlds, the plants, beasts, and sometimes even the environment itself takes aggressive and destructive forms inimical to human life. Whilst exceptionally difficult to colonize, many Death Worlds possess valuable resources that require an outpost or other human presence upon the planet's surface to harvest. These harsh environments result in some of the hardiest and most resilient populations in the galaxy. Those tested and found wanting die young. Survival instinct. Once per combat, when the wounds of a Death World character drop below 30%, they gain back 20% of their max wounds as temp wounds. Death World characters also gain a 20% bonus to dodge and armor while they have at least 1 temporary wound from any source. Okay, so what are the stats in this game? We've got strength. Affects damage you inflict with melee, allows them to lift heavy objects. Every point of strength, you deal 1 more damage with melee weapons. Toughness. Defines how easily a character can shrug off injuries, as well as how easily they resist toxins, poison environments, diseases, and other physical ailments. It increases the chances of resisting negative physical effects and the amount of a character's wounds. For each bonus point of toughness, the character gets plus 10% wounds. Also affects the Carouse skill. Carouse skill? Represents the ability to resist negative effects applied by poison, stimulators, or alcohol. May give new dialogue options. Okay. Agility in this game. Measures a character's quickness, reflexes, and poise. High agility allows a character to manipulate delicate explosives with finesse or to keep their footing when crossing treacherous terrain. Improves the character's initiative, dodge chance, and reaction. If a character uses a melee weapon, their dodge reduction is equal to half agility. It also affects demolition. Intelligence is a measurement of the character's acumen, reason, and knowledge. Fellowship, it represents a character's ability to interact with other characters, to deceive, charm, or befriend them. High Fellowship will help a character find a way to approach a gathering of unsociable servants or to effortlessly make deals with treacherous merchants. I like the idea of a character with High Fellowship. Deathward characters begin with more crit chance against targets with bleeding or less than 50% wounds. Trusty weapons, plus 10% to critical hit with axes, hammers, and what was that? Lass? Wounded Beast, every injury increases your agility and willpower. Every trauma counts as 3 injuries. Lifetime of Scars, take TGH bonus less... What? TGH bonus, less damage from flame, toxic damage, and bleeding effects. Hold on, what is this? Toughness bonus, okay. And tenacity. Once per combat, when you are stunned, blind, and immobilized, this condition is ignored, and they gain 20% temporary wounds. So these guys are your melee powerhouse. All right, what is Voidborn? Humans birthed in the belly of a void vessel or aboard an ancient orbital satellite. Those who have lived their lives on void ships become inured to some extent due to the reality-altering process of warp travel into living in low or zero-gravity environments. In many cases, their features are drawn and skin pallid. They may even have minor deformities or a strangeness to their speech, gait, or general appearance that sets them apart from others. Bonus willpower int, minus strength. Bloody Mess, 10% chance of crits doing double damage. Contagious Luck. Using a non-damaging ability on an ally grants that ally the ability to reroll any failed attack, dodge, party, characteristic, or skill test with a 20% chance of success for 1 round. So it's kind of like Bardic Inspiration. This effect cannot be greater than the base success chance of the roll. Using a non-damaging ability on an enemy grants them a 20% chance to fail a successful dodge or parry for 1 round. Just a flesh wound, 20% chance to survive after suffering lethal damage. That's not great. Jinx, while a Voidborn character has more than 50% wounds, all chances of all creatures, including enemies in a 3-cell radius, are increased by 10%. While less than 50% wounds, all chances of all creatures, including enemies in 3-cell radius, are decreased by 10%. Be smart. Anytime an ability or talent uses Fellowship bonus, a Voidborn character can instead use Int if it's higher. That's interesting. Wait, that's ability or talent, not conversation, though. Can always upgrade intelligence even if their archetype doesn't allow it. And you can reroll any failed attack, dodge, parry, characteristic, or skill test with a 20% chance of success. Okay, this is decent. So you can be, like, just stack intelligence and also be good at talking to people. Alright, Hiveworld. A Hiveworld's population is so dense that great swaths of the surface of the world are frequently covered in gargantuan cities bejeweled with towering spires that pierce the atmosphere. Hiveworlds are vital to the welfare of the Imperium and are the beating heart of its economy and war machine. They produce munitions for the Emperor's armies and vast manufactories, mine valuable minerals, and refine fuel for the Imperial Navy. Innumerable regiments of the Astra Militarum are raised from their massive populations as well. Strength in numbers. Hiveworld characters gain +1 plus something bonus resolve if there are more than 3 creatures, allies or enemies, in a 3-cell radius. But they get a -2 penalty to resolve if there's no creatures around them. Camaraderie. They could pass Fellowship resistance tests using Fellowship value instead if the character's Fellowship is higher. Outnumber. The melee superiority against the enemy. Increased by +10. In melee combat, any target surrounded by more allies than enemies gets a +10 weapon bonus for each ally. Helping Hand starts their turn adjacent to an ally character. That Hiveworld character gets +2 MP. If they end their turn next to allies, they all gain +2 MP on their next turn. That's pretty neat. And hold on, what's MP? Movement points. Okay. He just shoves them. Hey, I'm giving you more movement points. Shove. Weapon personalization. All ranged weapons deal physical damage, have more damage, armor pen, rate of fire, and -5 to recoil. Yeah, he just, he just, rigged his weapon up with some custom mods. Jailbroke it. High World characters gain 50% bonus to dodge against the first attack opportunity every round. Wow. Forge World. The domain of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Entire planet. Oh, I played the Mechanicus game. That was fun. Entire planet ceded to the demands of vast macro industries. Each is a manufacturing super complex of unimaginable capacity and power. Over the millennia, different Forge Worlds have become especially renowned for their philosophies or ways of war. They are often colored by the technologies they specialize in manufacturing. The bulk of a Forge World's population is utilized as a labor force, whilst the fortunate few may be inducted into the ranks of the Adeptus Mechanicus itself. 5 int, 5 toughness, -5 fellowship. Pinnacle of Weaponry. First attack in combat with any plasma, melta, or power weapon does additional damage equal to your int. Fires of the Forge plus toughness against burning and flame. Seal of the Forge. While wearing heavy armor, you get more movement points, more deflection, and cannot fall down. Cannot fall down! Resistance of the Forge. Forge World characters gain stacking bonuses to hit chance and dodge reduction against any target they hit with a single target attack. Successful critical hits from single target attacks increase the hit chance and dodge reduction by 20%. Calculated relations. Forge World characters can use persuasion, coercion, and commerce based on int instead of fellowship. Okay, I like this. This is my favorite so far. So I could stack int and also get be good at talking to people and have some pretty nice passives. All right, Imperial World. And Imperial World is, this is going to be one of those things where the first like 2 episodes of the playlist is me making my character, isn't it? Imperial World. An Imperial World is one of a million planets united by the belief in the immortal God Emperor. Hailing from hyper-technological societies to grimy feudal populations, the inhabitants of countless worlds offer fealty and devotion to the Master of Humanity and the Imperial Creed espoused by his servants. The designation Imperial World encompasses a vast array of wholly dissimilar worlds that are nevertheless part of the Imperium. Features humanity's finest. Can select any characteristic and add a +10 to it. Talents. Ready to serve. When an Imperial World is affected by a ally's non-damaging ability or affects an ability with an ability, they resolve, it decrease, it gets better. When you're hit by a friendly thing or you give a friendly thing, it's better. Better to die for the Emperor. While under 40% wounds, Imperial World characters gain plus bonus to characteristics and resolve. Doing my part. If no other character in the current party has the same archetype as this character, the first use of any abilities from this archetype costs 1 AP less. No heresy. Imperial World characters gain plus crit hit chance and plus armor against Xenos or daemonic creatures. Their allies gain half of the bonuses of no heresy. However, Imperial World characters' lore of Xenos and Warp are always 0. You always have no idea what you're talking about when it comes to Xenos or Warp. They're just heresy. That's it. It's just heresy. Stronger together. All allies, excluding Xenos, in the current party gain +5 to the same characteristic as was chosen for humanity's finest. All right. Oh, man. Last one. Fortress World. Fortress Worlds are planets where the entire populace is immersed in warfare. They constantly train for the day that they may be called upon to defend the Imperium, a charge they solemnly uphold. Fortress Worlds are established as bulwarks against the enemy. Every citizen is a soldier trained to fight from the moment they can handle a weapon. Features. Never stop shooting. Each time a fortress character kills an enemy, they get +10 stacks of never stop shooting. At the start of their turn, there is a stacks of never stop shooting % chance. I'm sorry, that phrasing. There is a stacks of never stop shooting % chance that the first attack this round will cause no AP and will not count toward the attack limit per round. If it triggers, all stacks are lost. Okay. Look at the top, you have so many choices. Don't talk to me. Perception, willpower, minus fellowship. Combat Addict, gain +7 to ballistics, perception, willpower while in combat. While out of combat though, their int, fellowship, perception, willpower decreased by 7. Hail of Steel. Each round, Fortress characters gain a stacking 1% bonus to dodge against ranged attacks for each shot they made this round. Also, the burst attack grants an additional +10 stacks of Never Stop Shooting. Familiar kickback at the... I love stacking bonuses, so this is neat. I like that. Familiar kickback at the end of their turn, Fortress World characters gain stacks of Never Stop Shooting, equal to half the minimal damage. I forgot those were on. Oh wait, no, I thought that was a redeem. That wasn't a redeem. Familiar kickback. They get stacks equal to half the damage the range weapon they use this round. Spare magazine. Fortress World characters' first reload in combat is 0 AP. Reloading a weapon grants an additional 10 stacks of Never Stop Shooting. Never Stop Believing. When all stacks of Never Stop Shooting should be lost, they become willpower divided by 2 number of stacks instead. Additionally, a Fortress World character may upgrade their willpower characteristic even if their current archetype's not allowed. All right, I like the... was it Forge World? Yeah, I'm gonna grow up with the Mechanicus people. So I can use Int for Fellowship and then just abandon Fellowship. All right, I'm gonna go Forge World. All right, Forge World bonuses. Analytics system. Forge World characters get +10 int bonus % critical hit chance. You worship toasters? Oh my gosh. Yeah, don't come crying to me when your toaster rebels. Locomotion system. Forge World characters gain plus agility bonus divided by 2 movement points and 2 times agility bonus % dodge. Subskin armor. Forge World characters gain +5 + 2 times toughness bonus % armor. Okay, so passive bonuses to defense, movement, or critical chance. Thinking defense. So I'm gonna get subskin armor. Choose an origin. Let's see. Is this like your... is this like your class? Is this your class? I think there's a Psyker here. This has got to be your class, right? Okay. Astra Militarum Commander, commonly known as the Imperial Guard, is the primary fighting force of the Imperium and the first line of defense from the myriad of threats that endanger the existence of humanity in the 41st millennia. You have served as one of the commanders of the Astra Militarum Regiment, commanding thousands of and winning battles in the name of the God Emperor. Features regimental tactics. The Astra Militarum Commander and all their allies deal additional bonus damage to enemies that are adjacent to the commander or their allies until the end of the commander's next turn. All of the commander's allies also take no damage from other allies' attacks. Can only be used once per combat. Suppression fire, field of fire, timely rescue, unflinching heroism, shoulder to shoulder. Deals additional bonus damage. Okay. Commissar. Are you prepared to go all the way, Alexei? Freaking hat. Commissars of the Officio Perfectus are ruthless officers charged with maintaining the morale, discipline, and fighting spirit of their Astra Militarum regiment. You used to be one of the faithful servants of the God Emperor, a living symbol of imperial authority regarded with a mix of fear and awe by subordinates. At all costs, the Commissar's next single shot or single target melee hit applies the following effects. Enemy target, the target becomes marked. The ally who kills the marked enemy gains an additional turn after the current one with 2 AP and 4 AP. Allied target. Wait, what? You can shoot an ally with this? All allies gain an additional 1 AP and 3 MP for the next round. Oh, wait. Okay, so hold on. I was reading this as if you use your melee or shot on an ally. Maybe you hit the enemy and then the ally's inspired or something. Let's see. Duty and honor. Show them contempt. Motivation. Summary execution for the Emperor. All right, not really drawn to this. Crime. Hold on, I'm just going to skim real quick. Crime Lord, Ministarum Priest. Navy officer, noble, sanctioned psyker. All right. Crime Lord. The Imperium survives and prospers in no small part due to the narrowness of its vision, but a rebellious mind and will such as yours could not so easily be constrained. The dark paths of smugglers and renegades that wind behind the facade of the Imperium society offer a dangerous refuge for those unwilling to bow to the law. You used to be one of these dangerous yet resourceful individuals. Surefire Plan. At the start of combat, the Crime Lord gains an int bonus stacks of the Surefire Plan effect. Activation of this ability consumes 1 stack and makes the next action stronger depending on the type. Bonus damage to attack, dodge and parry with the next movement. Uses a non-damaging ability on an enemy. They suffer minus bonus to damage for 1 round. Can be used multiple times per turn. And this just scales with int, so that would go with the... I wanted to be some sort of int character. Killing Plan, bonus damage, Escape Plan, bonus to dodge a parry from Surefire Plan or increased. Disorienting Plan, enemy affected by Surefire Plan also suffers. Contingency Plan. At the start of a turn, the Crime Lord has no stacks of Surefire Plan. They gain 1 stack. Last Plan, once per combat, if the Crime Lord has at least 1 stack of Surefire Plan, they do not die from lethal damage. Instead, they heal for max wounds, lose all stacks, and can no longer gain Surefire Plan stacks. That's kind of neat. All right, Minister and Priest. Warhammer grants grants momentum. Wait, what's momentum in this game? Party members can use unique abilities called Heroic Acts and Desperate Measures. In battle, the level of momentum charges depends on the actions of characters. If the momentum gauge reaches 175 or more, any party member can use a Heroic Act. If it drops below 25, your party will gain the ability to use Desperate Measures, which has a number of negative effects. If games are epic only, I don't buy them. Wait, what? I'm playing this on Steam. We're on Steam right now. Let's see. The Ecclesiarchy, also known formerly as the Adeptus Ministorum, is a vast institution that oversees the galaxy-spanning religion of the Imperium. The Ecclesiarchy's complex hierarchies of cardinals, missionaries, preachers, zealous laity ensure the prescribed prayers and invocations are made, all the while instructing the masses to guard against heresy and deviancy. You used to be one of the fiery and charismatic individuals concerned with keeping a close watch on your congregation. Let's see. Litany of Purification. All enemies in the area of effect of Warhammer of Furious Recital. What? So that's Warhammer. And what's WP? Willpower bonus. 1 stack of the Disturbed effect. Enemies are 2 stacks. Okay, Litany of Hatred. Damage for single shots. Shield of Faith. Devotee gains plus armor against demons. The Emperor protects. Cleansing Faith. Melee Flame and Melta attacks against demons and psychers do additional damage. Navy. The Imperial Navy is responsible for the fleets of void ships that assert the dominance of the Imperium amid the stars and fulfill other duties connected to the void and warp travel. Used to be a Navy officer and a commander of a void ship, hardened in numerous battles and famous for resounding victories. Brace for impact. For 1 round, the Navy officer and their allies in a 3-cell radius gain a bonus deflection for each archetype taken by the Navy officer. They cannot be forcefully moved or over-penetrated. What have we got? Do not falter. Scatter. It's like a shout warrior. Perfect timing. Get off me. Get into cover. Man, so far none of these are really drawing me in. Like the homeworlds were awesome. This so far is kind of whatever. Let's see. Noble. The high nobility of the Imperium are an enormously privileged and powerful elite, a breed apart from the common masses they rule. You grew into adulthood upon a pedestal of affluence and grandeur that towered high above the common masses. You expected their obedience and lived upon the fruits of their toil, surrendered to your family in solemn fealty. Features: you serve me. The noble assigns 1 ally who becomes their servant until the end of combat. I'm sure they take it really well. Anytime the noble's abilities affect the servant gains +5 to all characteristics until the start of the noble's next turn. Anytime the servant attacks a target that the noble dealt damage to last turn, the servant gains +bonus to critical hit chance against that target. You do something. If you use, if a noble uses an ability on their servant, the servant gains +1 AP next turn, does not stack with itself. You do something? You protect me. If the noble and the servant